Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mastering Matches in which I commentate and play Pokemon VGC Ranked Battles. In this episode, I will continue to use the hard Trick Room team I created that includes G-Max Snorlax and Trevenant. In the last episode, we got to show off how versatile the team can be and how Conkeldurr can be very helpful in many different types of matches. As always, the rental team ID is displayed on screen and will be in the description below, so you can try out the team for yourself. As always, if you guys have any suggestions on any edits to make to the team, feel free to comment about them below. Without any further ado, let's jump into the first match of the day. Okay, our first trainer of the day has been found. Oh, against 42-48. Okay, that's pretty high. Excadrill, Tyranitar, Lapras, Togekiss, Corviknight, and Incineroar. Oh, okay. So it's a pretty basic sand team with Lapras and Incineroar. So Torkoal looks good to change the weather. Torkoal's actually really good against almost everything except Tyranitar, which Conkeldurr can do. Unfortunately, Oranguru and Trevenant are both threatened heavily by Tyranitar and Incineroar. So I think I'm going to lead Conkeldurr Trevenant. So Conkeldurr can get, hopefully Dynamax get a KO on one of the two in the first turn. Then Torkoal in the back. Gastrodon doesn't look too good. I think I'll go with Snorlax. The question is, do I need a Oranguru though to keep that Trick Room up? You know, I think I'll go with a Oranguru because if I can get Trick Room up, Torkoal and Conkeldurr can basically sweep through the whole entire team. Let's see who they lead though. If it's just Tyranitar, Excadrill, I can just switch in Conkeldurr into Torkoal. And it looks like it's Tyranitar, Incineroar, just what I was expecting. Okay. So, the Intimidate gets off. So I think I Dynamax here, Max Knuckle the Incineroar spot to get my attack boost, and then Ally Switch. And then depending on what happens this turn, I can switch Trevenant into Torkoal to switch the weather next turn. Or set up Trick Room, depending on what happens. It doesn't look like there's a Dynamax on their side of the field, unless their Incineroar is slower. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's Dynamaxing. Ally Switch goes off, so what are they going for? Crunch, okay. And what's the other one? What's Incineroar going for? Parting Shot, and perfect, wow. Okay, that Ally Switch really threw my opponent off. So let's see who comes in. Excadrill. Togekiss, okay. Yeah, that's not the best, but we'll still get the attack boost. So now the question is, do I go for Trick Room or do I go for a switch into Torkoal? You know, I think I'll just go for the Trick Room because I have a Oranguru in the back, so there's no shame in going for that. And then I need to go for another Max Knuckle. I'm afraid that I would set up a weakness policy and it wouldn't KO. It'd be really close. I think that would be the best thing. It might switch into Incineroar or something. Might switch into Incineroar. Oh, is Togekiss just Dynamax? Oh no, looks like the Tyranitar is Dynamaxing. Okay. Oh no, Togekiss is. Okay. That's honestly much better than Tyranitar Dynamaxing. But it might just be able to pick up a KO on Conkeldurr in one hit. Max Airstream. With Assault Vest, I don't think that'll pick up a KO. No, it did not. Speed Rose. Okay, so if Trick Room gets off, that'd be really helpful. Crunch. And it did not go for the ally switch. Okay. Okay, that's unfortunate, but it's gonna be close. Let's see, will this pick up the KO onto the Tyranitar? Yes, it does. Great. Okay. That's perfect. I think this is where I have to send in a Rangaroo. We're not in a great matchup right now. Incineroar just comes out. Okay. Fortunately, I don't think there's hardly any way to win this because Togekiss will just KO the Conkeldurr. Actually, they might just pick up a double KO, but I don't see what I can do. Don't want to switch out and waste a turn at Dynamax. Honestly, I might go for a Max Rockfall into Togekiss because if I get it off, that'll do a lot of damage in the sand, which I'm not expecting to at all. Yeah, okay. And probably just like a Darkest Lariat. Oh, that was a critical hit. I don't think that mattered, though. We were still gonna get KO'd either way. And a Darkest Lariat, I don't think it will knock out, or it'll get very I'm pretty sure it won't. Oh, Throat Chop, that might just KO. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's game. Oh, that was a critical hit. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think we would have survived if it wasn't a critical hit. That's fine though. We did not play this game very well. Yeah, and Torkoal can't do anything. There's no way there's no way to win this 1v3. I do change the weather though, but that doesn't really do anything. There's nothing I can do. See if I can get an interruption off. Yeah, that is one downside of this team. It's very weak to dark types because the two Trick Room setters are both weak to dark. But there's almost all Trick Room setters are either Psychic or Ghost type, so there's not much way around that. Yeah, we did not play that one very well, but there wasn't really too much we could do to get out of that. Yeah, let's play another match. So that's our first loss, but that's completely fine. I'm honestly super surprised. We got 7 matches, or 8 matches in without a loss. Okay. Okay, we found our second opponent of the day. Let's see what their team is. Rhyperior, Gastrodon, Hydreigon, Dusclops, Rillaboom, and Grimmsnarl. So they have the Dusclops, clearly for Trick Room. It's like a mixed Trick Room team with Rillaboom on it, which is a little odd to look because it has Drum Beating, which lowers the speed. Snorlax looks good in this match if I can knock out the Rhyperior. So I think I lead Conkeldurr again. Well, I don't know. Okay, so I think I'm gonna lead Conkeldurr Trevenant with Torkoal and Snorlax in the back. So the same thing as, or no, basically the same as last game, except Snorlax will be in the back instead of Oranguru. And let's see who they lead, because Rhyperior is our biggest threat, along with Hydreigon. And it is Hydreigon Grimmsnarl. Okay. So I'd assume the Grimmsnarl just goes for a... Will it go for a Fake Out or will it set up a Reflect? Either way, I think I'd Dynamax, Max Knuckle, a Hydreigon, and then go for... maybe go for an... Probably go for an Ally switch, because I'm expecting a Dynamax on the Hydreigon. Oh, maybe not. I was expecting a Dynamax on the Hydreigon, Max Darkness just to KO the Trevenant, but let's see, maybe it just goes for a Dark Pulse. And don't think, let's see, what's Grimmsnarl go for? Taunt. Perfect, wow, okay. And Heat Wave, okay. And that doesn't hardly do anything to Trevenant. So, let's see, how much does this Max Knuckle do? Oh wow, it just takes it down to its Focus Sash. Okay, that's perfect. I get the attack increase. So this is really great for me, because now I can just... I think I'll just go for Trick Room, expecting that they predict another Ally switch. And go for a Max Knuckle into the Hydreigon again. The problem is if it has Dusclops in the back and it switches into Dusclops. I'm assuming they have Rhyperior and Dusclops in the back, but I'm not 100% sure. It's really good that that Grimmsnarl went for Taunt for us, because it didn't set up the Reflect or the Light Screen. Oh, and it does just get Taunt, okay. That's fine. Draco Meteor, oh, just trying to get some damage on that Conkeldurr. So, unfortunately, Trevenant is pretty useless with Taunt. It has no actual moves, it just has status moves, so we're going to need to switch that out. Let's see, but we're not in a big fight for speed control right now anyway, so that's completely fine. Let's see who they put in the back. Is it Rillaboom or did they go for the Trick Room route? It is Rillaboom, okay. I think I can just switch into Torkoal here, though I don't see any big threat. And go for one more Max Knuckle onto the... I think I want to knock out that Grimmsnarl. I'm just expecting a Drum Beating, or what else would Rillaboom carry? Brick Break, maybe? Oh, it's Dynamaxing Rillaboom. Must be very confident in whatever it has. I know it can carry Max Darkness, Max Knuckle, Max Overgrowth. But I don't see anything that's like a big threat to my team right now. Sucker Punch. Oh, it's just trying to knock out that Conkeldurr. Max Overgrowth. Yeah, it's just trying to knock out the Conkeldurr. Okay. That does not KO. Wow. Yeah, that just shows how great Conkeldurr is. And we've seen this in the past few matches too. Conkeldurr is a really good lead on a lot of matches. Because most people expect the Snorlax route. Oh, that just picks up a KO on the Grimmsnarl. Perfect. Oh, that was a critical hit. I was wondering why. I don't think it normally does that much damage. But we're at +3 now, so I don't think there's much my opponent can do at this point, even though we didn't set up Trick Room. Let's see who the last Pokemon is in the back. And it is Rhyperior. Okay. I'm expecting... I think I'm going to go for a Heat Wave to get damage on the Rillaboom. And just go for a Drain Punch onto the Rhyperior, but I'm expecting the Rhyperior just to protect and Rillaboom to go to an attack to knock out the Conkeldurr. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. But that means I still get an attack off with Torkoal. Max Overgrowth into the Conkeldurr most likely. Yeah, that's fine. Conkeldurr did its job. Conkeldurr did plenty this game. And then I still get a Heat Wave off, and maybe I should have used Eruption instead. Oh, and the Sun, that takes a Dynamax Rillaboom down to 50%. Wow, that's really good. But it will be healing back from the grassy terrain. I don't think there's anything stopping me from protecting and Trick Rooming right now. I don't see anything Rillaboom can do to my Torkoal, and yeah. Once Trick Room's up, the game's over. Just wondering what other moves the Rillaboom has, because all we've seen is Max Overgrowth. Does it have Max Darkness? That's a big question. Torkoal protects, yep. It does have Max Darkness. Will this KO the Trevenant? Oh, yep, it will. Okay. That's fine. I think we're still in a decent position right now. Even with a special defense decrease, because both of them are physical attackers. And Rhyperior just goes for a high horsepower. Okay, Snorlax is out. So I don't want to go for a Belly Drum because I'm worried that they're done. Probably most likely done double up into it. So I think I'll just Eruption and I think I'll Facade the Rhyperior because I don't want to set up a weakness policy. Knock off. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but that's fine. Oh, and Snorlax is faster than Rhyperior. Okay, high horsepower. Torkoal. Okay, so I should have went for a Heat Wave. Now this Eruption most likely won't even KO the Ringaroo. Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. I did not play this game very well either. We started off strong, but okay. So now I think I just protect Torkoal and go for a since I don't have my berry, I think I'm just going to have to risk it and go for the high horsepower into the Rhyperior attack. Yep. What is Rillaboom just targeting down the Torkoal now? Brick Break. Oh, it has Brick Break too. see how much this does. Oh, that does totally nothing. And it does set up weakness policy. Yeah, so that's just game. But these were both pretty quick matches, so we will be able to get it in game 3. Yeah, there's nothing I can do now. The sun's off. The Rillaboom's faster. Yeah, my berry's knocked off. This was very well played by my opponent. I did not. I haven't encountered very many Rillabooms, so. But I like seeing new Pokemon because I always like using different things. Like, for example, the Trevenant on our team. That's almost no one uses Trevenant. Finally catching up with our losses now after all the wins that we had in the first few episodes. Yeah, we'll play one more. Maybe I'm hoping that in this match we can bring in Gastrodon because we haven't shown off Gastrodon for a while. Okay. Grimmsnarl, Venusaur, Galarian, Darmanitan, Torkoal, Conkeldurr, and Togekiss. Okay, so don't want to bring them. Torkoal looks so good, but I don't want to bring it just for the fact that I don't want to set up my opponent's Venusaur's Chlorophyll. But I will say Ringaroo looks really good in this matchup, so I'm going to lead a Ringaroo for sure. This doesn't really look like a game for Gastrodon, unfortunately. I think I'll lead. I need to, if I can beat my opponent's Conkeldurr, my Snorlax can just sweep through this team pretty easily. So maybe I do. I'll lead Gastrodon and then put Snorlax and Torkoal in the back because yeah, okay. I don't know if that was the right play, but if they lead Torkoal and Venusaur, Gastrodon's actually not in a bad position. Conkeldurr, Venusaur. Okay. Probably expecting me to bring my own son. This is tricky because Venusaur's most likely going to go for a sleep powder. Maybe I should have led with my own Conkeldurr so I could set up the electric train, but I don't want to set up. There's not much I can do. My opponent led really well. I don't want to Dynamax. I'll just go for an Earth Power on the Venusaur. Get some damage off. And it does just go for a Sleep Powder. Yes, a Ringaroo avoided. That was okay. That's perfect. That's the best thing that could have happened in this matchup. That's okay. So Gastrodon gets up an Earth Power. Wow, that was very fortunate in our. And then we do get Trick Room set up. Perfect. Okay. And it's Guts, Conkeldurr. Okay, that's important info. So I think I'll instruct and go for an Earth Power to knock out the Venusaur, and then we can freely send out our Torkoal. Let's see. Conkeldurr will be knock out one of the two. But as long as Venusaur's knocked out, that's really important. The question is, do they switch out Venusaur into Togekiss if they have it? No, they do not. Okay. And, okay, no, that did not KO, but after Instruct, we'll just pick up a knockout on Venusaur. So that's good now. Yeah, now Torkoal can just clear through pretty easily, knock out anything else. Conkeldurr will knock out most likely Gastrodon. That's fine. That's actually honestly better because then we can get off our instructs. Let's see who comes out on the opponent's end. Maybe Galarian Darmanitan. Oh, they sent out their own Torkoal. Okay, this puts us in a weird position. Whose Torkoal is slower? Mine's as slow as it can be, but we might lose a speed tie. Well, let's see. I think our oh, it's wide guard. Oh, that's oh, I didn't even think of that. Wow, that's a really unique move to have on Conkeldurr, though. And it goes for their own eruption. Okay, that might just KO a Ringaroo. No, it doesn't KO either, but wow, okay. And wow, okay, that's a really unique Conkeldurr. I didn't even think of that. But I can taunt the Conkeldurr now and go and just protect this turn. And that way, sure, Ringaroo will. Oh. Darn, their Torkoal's faster. I didn't even think about that after Trick Room. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna lose this one too. Now the question is, will Conkeldurr go for a wide guard to try to prevent the Heat Wave or Eruption, or will it just go a fighting type move into Snorlax? Honestly, I think the best decision is to go for max Steel Spike into the Conkeldurr to get the defense boost and go for a Heat Wave. Hopefully thinking that the Conkeldurr goes for a... Oh, the Conkeldurr has to after the taunt, never mind. So if my Torkoal goes first, I should be able to get quite a bit of damage off onto the Conkeldurr. And my Torkoal is faster, so let's see how much does this do in the sun. Oh wow, that does so much damage. Perfect, and Eruption, that's fine. Although I didn't get Belly Drum off, this will just pick up the KO on the Conkeldurr, so let's see what the opponent's last Pokemon is, because we're actually in a decent spot, because we have Max Quake for the Torkoal. We still have our Berry. Oh, but the Trick Room has ended, which is actually in our favor against the Torkoal too. It is Darmanitan. Okay, so I think I have to go for the Max Steel Spike onto the Darmanitan because it most likely has Superpower. Oh, and it hasn't Dynamax. I didn't even consider that. Yeah, that's probably a game then with a Max Knuckle. Will it KO with the defense boost? That's the question now. Will this KO? And oh no, that does, wow, that hardly does anything after the defense boost. Okay, so we actually might still be in the clear to win this. Silver Berry. Sure, there are attack rows. How much does this Max Steel Spike do? Probably won't do very much back either. Oh wow, oh that, wow. Okay, we're actually in a really good position now too. Oh, that was a critical hit, that's why. Oh, it's a weakness policy Darmanitan? Oh, I have not seen that. Okay. Yeah, so maybe we may just lose this. Zen mode. Oh. Great. Okay. Yeah, I think we lost this. I'll just go for a Max Quake into the Torkoal, but actually that was probably a misplay. I probably should have went for the Darmanitan. Oh, goes for Max Flare. Will this? Oh yeah, that's. Oh, it does not KO. Maybe I should have went for the G-Max Replenish. This should pick up. No, okay. Yeah, we lost this one too. We lost 3 matches today, but we had it coming. We were winning so many. I'm fine with that. I didn't play them all too well, and I learned a lot from these matches, so I'm glad. I'm not glad that I lost, but I'm glad that I learned things from them, and I'm not just losing games without learning anything. So I think that about wraps it up for this episode, and if you enjoyed this, please consider liking and subscribing to T.E.S for more on Pokemon Sword and Shield and everything else Nintendo.